Good morning, Spartans. Happy Friday, November 12th, 2021. I trust the Spartan football team was victorious last night against the Hutchinson Tigers. And even if they weren't, I imagine you all still had a pretty good time. Here is the agenda for today. 3 things to do before the end of the period. 1, finish watching this video where I'm going to more or less summarize the influence of the pre-industrial societies on social structure. You read the last section of chapter 5. That's going to be the influence of the industrial and post-industrial societies. Influence on social structure. And then when you are done with that, you have one last little video to watch where I'm going to summarize what that influence is in case you are a little bit confused. When you're done with both videos and the reading guide, you are done for the day. And I would imagine that would probably take you right to the end of the class period. So here we go. This week, we have been talking about social structures, where you are, where people are in society, right? The status that that position has, right? People above you, people below you, all right? And then the roles that come with that. You have both rights and obligations associated with your status. What the section talked about yesterday that you were supposed to read on the pre-industrial societies, what that section was talking about was how the societal structure and the statuses within that societal structure, and then subsequently the roles, obligations, and rights that came from that were relatively limited. They were not as diverse as they are today. The reason why, in the pre-industrial society, there wasn't a division of labor, meaning there wasn't a bunch of different people doing a bunch of different jobs. Everyone did the same thing. If everybody had to go out and kill a wildebeest, gut it, and eat it, there's no way someone could be above or below someone else. If everyone's got to go out and looking for twigs and berries to eat, some grasses to chew on, there's no way someone could be above or below someone else. If we look at the course of human history, there are several societies that predate industrialism. Hunting and gathering, we're talking like Neolithic Stone Age, 10,000 years ago. Right? You have pastoral societies, you have horticultural societies. We're talking about, more or less tenant farmers, tenant ranchers and farmers. And then finally, once we get past the agricultural revolution, okay, we have agricultural societies. And what happens during each of these transitional societies as we go from hunting and gathering, where we're all out walking around the woods trying to find a berry to eat, up to the agricultural societies where we can mass produce food for millions of people, is we see a division of labor, okay? There is some division of labor in the horticultural and pastoral societies where we are more easily capable of producing food. If we can produce food for people to eat so they don't die, then people can go on and do other things. When people go on and start doing other things, that changes the social structure. Some people might be doing something that's more important than someone else. That would give them a better status. Okay. Hunting and gathering, where we're all just trying to survive, no division of labor, everyone's equal, everyone has the same status, very narrow social structure. But as we are able to satisfy our daily needs of survival, specifically food, then we're going to start specializing people's employment. We're going to start giving people very specific tasks to do. All right. That is going to cause a change in the social structure. Don't get me wrong. Giving people special things to do, specific things to do, is how human advancement is made. Right. There's a reason why we're all not roaming around down by the river trying to survive, living in caves. We've advanced. We've advanced because of a division of labor. The problem with the division of labor is it complicates the social structure. It makes the social structure more diverse. It makes it bigger. People get assigned specific statuses. Some people are above that. Some people are below it. Eventually, it will lead to inequality. Okay, some division of labor, some inequality during the horticultural, pastoral societies. When we get into the agricultural societies, there is even greater division of labor. The social structure gets even bigger. The differences in status change significantly. Inequality between status A and status B grows. I'd imagine you probably can already guess it. When we get into the industrial societies and the post-industrial societies, the social structure gets even more complicated. Statuses get even more different from one another. And the inequalities, yes, they do. They get even more extreme from people with the top status to people with the bottom status. That is all I have for us today. Well, that's all I have for this right now. You have one more video to watch and one more reading to do. Read the section on industrialism and post-industrialism societies, and then watch the next video. We'll talk to you soon.